Hello, Farmer Jack here. Now, just in case you don't remember the last part of my story, let me fill you in. Now, my great-great-great-great-grandfather Jack, he'd exchanged his cow for a magic bean, and it got him in a lot of trouble. He had thrown it in the field, and after about a month, a great green ladder had grown up in its place. Now, Jack did what we'd all do and decided to climb it. But as he did, he came across a terrifying set of giant green pointy fingers. Did you guess what happened next? And Jack, he was terrified. But Jack, although he was scared, he was quite brave, see? And he carried on towards that hand, because it weren't moving at all. And he gave it a little poke, he did, but the hand, it still didn't move. So he gave it a bit of a kick. It still didn't move. So Jack thought, what can I do? And then he did that thing we're not supposed to do. He reached out and he gave that hand an almighty great big bite. And his teeth, it went right through it did. Now a lot of people will go, ugh! But Jack, he went, that's quite tasty. And he had another bite, because it weren't a set of fingers he'd discovered after all. What he had seen coming down out the plant was the beans growing down. And he picked one, he did. In fact, there were so many, he started picking hundreds of them. He filled all his pockets up, and when he had run out of room in his pockets, he stuck some down his boots. And when that was full, he stuck some under his cap. And when he had no room left, he stuck a load in each armpit. And then he had to climb back down again, which I have to tell you, ain't easy when you got armpits full of beans. And when he got to the bottom, he went running off and he shouted for his mum. And he told her just what had happened. Okay, so Jack and his mum took those beans down to the market and they sold them. And the following day, Jack climbed up and he picked a load more, and they sold them as well. And it weren't too long before they'd made enough money to buy back their cow, buy a load more magic seeds, and plant up loads of crops like the ones we see behind us. Some things, they grow underground. Some things, they grow overground. Some stuff grows in bushes. And other stuff grows in trees. Why don't you go and have a look round and see what you're finding growing in your local area? And remember, at different times of year, different things will be growing. Now here's quite a nice game for you to play if you want to have a go. Inside this bag here, right, is a vegetable. Now I'm going to describe it to you, and you've got to guess what it is. So, put my hand in there, I can feel something it's kind of round, a bit like, it's a bit bigger than a cricket ball, but not as big as a football. Now around the edge of it, I can feel that there's bits sticking out that feel like maybe leaves around the edge of it. And underneath the leaves, I can feel it's quite firm, and it feels quite lumpy, a bit like how you think a brain might look. Do you know what I mean? Any ideas what you think it might be in there? Should we have a look? Who said cauliflower? Because if you did, you got it right, didn't you? You could try any vegetable in there. Get one of you to describe it to all the others and see how many of them you can guess. So with the vegetables that Jack and his mum grew, all the local people eat them every day and they stayed nice and healthy, just like I'm doing today. So I'm off to make my lunch. I'll see you later.